RFIS would like to thank all Indian Football Federation, Uttarakhand State Football Association, participating schools, parents and coaches of these students for encouraging them to come out and participate in this tournament. Thank you to our sponsors, Adidas, Bisleri and Geo. The player, the player of the match for today's game is Ganga Vyas. Thank you, Ganga, and well played today. May I now invite our dignitary to honor our top individual performers. Now it's time for second team, Golden Glove. Calling upon the best goalkeeper of the tournament to receive the Golden Glove Award, the winner is Tanu Sharma, Gorkha Regiment Inter College. Thank you, Tanu Sharma. Now it's time for Golden Boot. It was a close fight to bag the prestigious Golden Boot Award. 10 goals through the season. The winner is Now we move to the next award, Golden Ball. Golden Ball for her consistent performance through the tournament. The Golden Ball winner is Anjana Thapa of Gorkha Military Inter College. Thank you, Anjana Thapa. Now we move to the next activity. They might not be the winners, but they are the second best team in Dehradun. Led by Anjana Thapa, we would like to invite the runner-up team, Gorkha Military Inter School, on stage to collect their medallions. Team coach will collect the prize money. Team coach will collect the prize money. They played well and they played in style. Let's celebrate the champions, Him Jyoti School, to come forward and collect. Captain Kanchan Negi will collect the coveted silverware as these girls from Dehradun will now complete at national qualifier and stand a chance to be crowned as the region's best football player.
आराम से प्लेस करके आराम से बॉल लेकर के तब मारना डीले करना बहुत डीले बॉल जहाँ भी माने के बॉल लेके ऊपर पकड़िए
Continue to be with us as we would request your team coach to receive the prize money. It's time to celebrate the champions of Dehradun. Big congratulations to team Him Jyoti School. That brings us to the end of the presentation ceremony. Make some noise! That brings us to the end of presentation ceremony. We return soon with live action in the college boys category. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the final matches of season 3 of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports School and College Football Championship. It's a beautiful day here, Oasis Dehradun. On our final day for RFIS Dehradun City Championship 2018, in the second match for the day, we will be witnessing the final in the college boy category between DIT University and Graphic Era deemed to be University. It's now time to welcome the match officials and team onto the field. Come on everyone, let's cheer for the team. May I now request everyone to kindly stand up for the national anthem. Thank you everyone. We will now have the team handshake.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second game in the City Championship final of the Dehradun leg. We just have had seen the team in the schoolgirls category, the Himjyoti High School, emerging victorious in a great game of football. We'll now be having the city finals in the college boys category, where the DIT University would be taking on the Graphic deemed University. Expected to be a tough one. Both these teams coming up from back-to-back victory. The DIT University facing the Graphic Era University for the finals of the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports City leg. Coming first time to the city of Dehradun. The first game itself, we saw a lot of action, plenty of drama. And in the end, it was the Himjyoti High School exhibiting an epitome of team character to be crowned champions in the first ever Reliance Foundation Youth Sports tournament held here in the city of Dehradun. A beautiful morning, a wonderful setting, and just a perfect start to the day. The Dehradun Institute of Technology taking on the Graphic Era deemed University in an exciting and a nail-biting final year. The Graphic Era deemed University coming back from a 5-2 victory, whereas the DIT University have confidently come to the finals from scorelines which include a massive mauling, 7-0, also a 4-0. That will come into picture and would certainly help them in the finals. But remember, on the other side, it's also a team which knows how to fight back. In spite of conceding 2 goals, they have come back strong.
Thank you to officials and board
As we're now ready
it's now time
for the game.
match to begin. Let's make some noise. All the best to both teams.
Well, the scenic beauty. We don't have to introduce you what Dehradun is. Nettles in the foot. And then again, we'll be having 2 games more for the remaining 2 matches of the day in the junior boys and school boys category. The Indian football season, ladies and gentlemen, has kicked off on a strong note. We've seen the I-League come up starting a couple of days ago. In a country where there is no dearth of talent, the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports is committed to bring up such fine talent from across the country, spreading deep within the pockets of East and West India and also towards the South. We saw a massive game last time in Guwahati. The opening game where we saw the chairperson, Srimati Snita Ambani, alongside Mr. John Abraham, coming up for the opening game of the Reliance Foundation. And this time round, we are ready to embrace yet another challenge in this beautiful city. Ladies and gentlemen, the finals in the college boys category. Remember, these teams would go on to the zones and then the national finals as we kick off action. Or rather, from a couple of seconds from now. Just awaiting confirmation for the referee, and yet we get underway, and this could be something spectacular. If not, it's chose to take the shot right from the word go. The statement of intent is pretty clear. The team taking up the first goal, going on to the edge in the latter part of the game. We can still move forward. A throw in coming in. Attempt. A throw in. Quickly surges up ahead. No risk taken whatsoever. You can expect it to be a little more physical. You'll probably see on the other side. First attempt. Here is a chance being attempted. Quickly. Quickly switches on the flanks, this time yet again. Had to got in deep. Expect a lot of switches ahead, this time for yet another throw in. Just had a knack in to see the ball yet again. Quickly just surging forward. It's like we told you, this can be exciting. You can see the crowds just coming in. Probably the hottest action of football here in the city of Dehradun. At the Oasis campus. Shot attempted. The DIT University. Vyashusin Pratap on the goal. To remind all of viewers who might have just tuned in, it is the DIT University scoring from left to right with the very first attempt a couple of minutes ago. In the orange, ladies and gentlemen, the DIT University. They've had some massive score lines coming in into the finals, which would help them psychologically. But in a game of football, in that 90-minute, one can expect more than they expect. Just a low-lying shot. Quickly to be assembled there by the Graphicata University players. They'll be coming in very heavily on Tushar Karan, Jatin Kumar and Tanmay Malik. rises above to head it away. It's a thin line of difference between going physically strong and crossing the line. We have the referee to look forward to that one. Here's the DIT University. Brilliant ball put to the flank. Before he could get to that one. Well, that was a good ball. Newest players coming on the line this time. It's away. A throw in favor of the Graphic Deemed College. Does very well this time, moves in swiftly, just cutting across, takes a shot with the left leg. Well, he had to do a lot to take it through. Just cut in brilliantly. Just producing a moment of magic there. You could see yesterday in the game where Delhi was taking on ATK, a glimpse where Jayesh Rani, just little jig before he could pass it out. One such thing coming up here as well, but not in the box though. Still, the coach would be happy to see that movement coming up forward. DIT University surging up ahead. It can be an evenly matched contest in the college boys category. Like we said, in the finals, it's a battle of nerves. It's a battle of team character. Even after conceding a goal, how one would like to bounce back. We've seen plenty of matches in the RFYs as well. We've seen teams coming back from almost a 2-3-0 mauling before the referee could just check in with the ball. Touched it away. You could see 4 defenders just swarming across towards the attackers on the other side, the DIT University. Mohit and Vaibhav was surging forward. The defenders are marking the movements pretty well. This time a long throw coming up forward, needs to touch it in. Well, got a touch to that one, to his head. Tried to win the free header there. Even nodded it well, but again, just finding the keeper on that occasion. It was a good throw, a long one. Well, we still have to see the Graphic Deemed University a little bit more organized. The referee intervening for a spot kick in favor of the Graphic University. You can see a trailblazing effort by. Now here it is, another attempt. Takes a lofted shot forward to the keeper well. And every ball is being cheered away. Just landed across directly into the hands of the goalkeeper. Well, the one thing which you can see coming up from the DIT University side is where the defensive midfielders are cutting across just right in time to avoid any of those lapses. And the central defenders from the other side of the DIT University are covering up very well for the players surging ahead. Yes, like we said, expect to be a bit more physical. You can see in our lineup of 4 midfielders, 2 wing backs who are just making things difficult for the DIT University strikers. Yet again, a good ball put forward on the flank. Had to cut across 2 players, and a brilliant piece of defending by the Graphicata team University, taking no chance whatsoever. Drifting away from one side to the other. Well, the intentions are pretty clear, and you see in such a highly contested battle, you can see both the dugouts of supporters coming and cheering up forward. Well, the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports has been the talk of the town. All the football lovers. Yet another lofted ball put forward. This time the keeper surges ahead as well. Oh, this could be a little blunder there. The defender just countering his own goalkeeper. Well, it could have been costly. The keeper was running into his own player. Same on the other side. Lucky enough that did not cost them anything. Yet another attempt. The DIT University. Well, the defense line has not been tested so far in this game. In the last victories. But here you can see them just on the edge. The strikers of the Graphicata are stiffing their pathways. And you can sometimes also find them breathing in thin air, but nevertheless, they've still managed to keep the scoreline unaffected. Now, yet again, there was a pacey run from the flanks. Just landing on outside. Was careful enough to see the other player running in from the edge. Now here's the ID University, upping the ante, wanting that first goal of the game. You can see a couple of options here. Just puts a lob ball forward. This time if he could connect the goalkeeper on his toes, quickly collecting it and not allowing a chance there for any of the strikers from the DIT University. But that's how vigilant one must be in the 18-yard box, and especially with the man with the gloves. Just an intelligent outfooter this time. Cross it with his left. Now the graphic at Deemed University, but they're lacking that all-important striker up front to take it from where the defensive midfielder are taking forward. Does very well this time. Takes in a shot. Well, one must be very ambitious for that attempt. Yet again switching foot. Brilliant change of players here. The DIT University, well, it's so far being a neck cracker. It's been pulsating so far from both sides' attempts, flying in. But the DIT University are just making it look a little more difficult for the Graphicera College. A setting location here, the Oasis College. Situated between the valleys and mountains. Just makes your day in to see the football field. So far in the first game, it was a tightly contested battle. You could see how the Himjyoti High School showed what it takes to be in the finals. And also when it comes to such a highly anticipated game, a team must also be prepared to understand the strategies when you're trailing by a goal or a couple. You can see the sturdy defense of the Graphicera College. Just making no room whatsoever for the DIT strikers to make way. Here it is. Yet again, the DIT strikers move forward. Well, the bodies are on the line. They're just launching themselves. They'll do anything to not cross the 18-yard line. But they also have to be careful, if not to concede up a penalty for the DIT University side. Now, does very well this time, finds his man, or rather being intercepted between. Just had to watch too long. Well, they're making things exciting here, the DIT University strikers. The combined effort coming in from Mohit and Vaibhav. Also Pravesh, who has been instrumental in taking things forward for the DIT University side. For the viewers who might just tuned in on Facebook or on rfusports.com, we're seeing and witnessing the finals in the college boys category for the first time in the city of Dehradun. And so far the scoreline still says 0-0 in favor of both teams. Here is the Graphicera looking for to break the deadlock. Connected very well. Just won the header there, but lacked direction on that occasion. Well, they need more of that coming. Would just bring back some life to the strikers of the Graphicera College. Good ball, good twitch and good turn. Well, they've been fluent when it comes to passing, the DIT University. Takes a lofted shot forward. The keeper just diving away. The referee intercepts. Both teams are just battling it hard to break the deadlock here. And in such a competition, the first goal always matters. Senior player who's gone down from the Graphic Era deemed college. But I'm sure his team needs him a lot more than anything. Sure he can get back on time as the medical team intervenes. You can see him just clipping away with the ankle on the other side. Will also give them some time to regroup and re-strategize. I'm sure none of them have expected a joyride here. It's the final. You can expect such things to happen. But harsher the victory, the sweeter it gets in memories. And all of them would want one. Seeing them getting back. We've also seen some interesting results coming up in the Indian footballing scenario. The under-16 team has made us all proud with their efforts across the world. And I'm sure the future of Indian football looks bright with the talent which you see coming up. Also to mention the under-17 World Cup, which paved way for the footballing revolution and to awaken the sleeping giant, as it said. And India has never looked back since then. Here is the Graphic Era deemed university yet again, being intercepted by the DIT college. This goes past one player, looks in for another, headed away. We also saw a couple of stars being unearthed in their under-17 tournament, the likes of Aniket Jadhav, Komal Tuttle, who's impressed us all. All of them now making the mark in a couple of ISL sides as well. And the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports, in an attempt to honor the new stars, like we said earlier, plenty of them have been part of history. Umesh Perambara, like mentioned earlier, also been a part of the Indian team contingent selected by Stephen Constantine. There have been some magical stories, ladies and gentlemen. As here, the Graphic Era deemed university now looks forward to get the first goal through a corner, to say the least. It's a lofted ball just a way too far, as expected. But Tua's player takes a shot directly to the goalkeeper. Well, came in as a surprise, if not the less. They knew the plan there exactly. Just a couple of advices coming in from the coach in the dugout. You could see him talking to his players. But it can't get much intense. From the center, the mid-third. Now we're moving on. They're thinking a lot on the tactical level. they've been technically strong as well, the DIT University side. We're seeing this place going live from the Oasis College. Now does brilliantly this time to find his player who's onside. Surprisingly, I've seen some discussions coming up from the coach at the start of the game, talking to his players about how they're going to position themselves in case they end up leading. The coach, Y.S. Rawat of the Graphic Era University. But in such an highly competed and high-octane clash, even a minute mistake can cost you dear. As you step into the 26th minute of the game. The DIT University will look forward to make history in the first ever City Championship final. Can expect a long throw coming. As said earlier, this time if you could connect to that one, a series of pinball game and, well, thankfully doesn't end up in trouble for the Graphic Era deemed university. We're talking about long throws. We know how a couple of Indian players have been doing it. The likes of Raju Gaikwad and a couple of others as well who have been taking these long range throws, helping the team. Well, they've shown their presence in the midfield, the DIT University, and they're actually manning the midfield now. A brilliant run. Had a lot of pace there, was a little crafty, but could not sense the player coming on the other side. It's a low ball forward. Misses out with his leg, attempted with his head, pushes away from behind, and that would mean, if not a card, but a spot kick from a very close distance. Well, this could be interesting. A free kick from that distance could give the DIT University a first chance to strike and break the deadlock here. I mean, interesting to see who will come up to take that one. We have Pravesh who's lining up. Vaibhav also keen to take that one. Just marking on the wall there. A shot here from Harshal expected. If not, Harshal would go on that one. Curls it inside. Not to trouble the keeper in any way. It's lacked power and in fact direction as well to that one. If he had to strike, had a golden opportunity. And ran futile. Well, the teams must learn to pick up such great opportunities. We have seen how lethal game changers in the game of football can convert a piece of free kick into a goal. Also probably see how things turn here. Does brilliantly this time to dodge the player away. And you can see the strikers just making a wide run there from the flank. They're not cutting in deep, which rather appears to be. Now here is the graphic at Deemed University for an attempt. Passes gets away into the box, takes a shot. Wide of the mark. Remember, the games in the college boys category will be played 90 minutes each for the college boys and also the senior boys category. And the most coveted trophy. It'll be interesting to see which team of these two would be getting their hands on it. The DIT University have had a remarkable journey so far, and one of the top performers in the city of Dehradun. They're talking about footballing culture. All of this was not known until and unless Reliance Foundation stepped into these cities which possess immense talent. And don't be surprised if you find a player wearing the Indian national colours in a couple of years from such remote cities. Could be a little perplexing there, but nevertheless not resulting in a goal in any way. A tough conversation there between players from both sides. Harshvardhan Negi would step up forward to take that one. Or throw in favor of the graphic at a college. Just trying to get in an important touch. The keeper just can see him being animated, having a word directly with the referee there. Just a heavy touch. Rather tempted to give it to the player who was calling in for the ball. This time, Harshvardhan on the other side. Well, the passing has been brilliant. Look at the ball into the flank. They have managed to just switch from one flank to the other very well. And the steps taken towards it. A long throw yet again. This time headed away. No chance. Pravesh Rawat. So another player was got down. A spot kick now in favor of the graphic at Deemed University. Well, the match is still moving at snail's pace. But I'm sure a goal could change anything. But they are just lacking the striking prowess. The graphic at Deemed University. On the other side, the DIT University have been pretty impulsive, which can be seen even in the way they are playing. Just attempts to pass to his keeper. You can see the other defender just juggling around with the striker up forward. Like I said earlier, the graphic at Deemed University are lacking a quality striker who could just take in the shots time and again. Now they're getting in. Cross, the goalkeeper slaps on the first time but collects it on the other. As they're progressing into the 37th minute. Just nearing the end of the first half. Let's see a number of supporters from the college coming forward. It's a matter of pride for the college. Curls it inside, only to find the defender on the other side. One away, they'll do anything and everything to take it away. They're just launching themselves. Bodies on the line, but they would not want to concede a goal. That's what showed how a team is prepared for any threat under any circumstances. A brilliant pass. This could be in for a goal. Through the back, here they are on the other side. With the great presence of my new age players, exactly was. You can see some sassy strikers in the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports who love playing with the skill, love taking the ball forward. Well, that's what pushes the adrenaline for them. Just a heavy run. Does very well, surprisingly, on the other side. Manik Gabriel. They're battling it hard on the edge. Well, that's the importance of taking the first goal to credit. Still not been successful in breaking the deadlock. Still a stalemate here. Manik Gabriel playing the role of a midfielder here for today's game. Even Ashwin Pratap, the keeper for the DIT University, has been tried and tested a couple of times in this game. It's been a little shaky, but at least has not been conceding any goals so far. had the knack to see his player. This time, the graphic at Dean University are upping the ante. But you can see how resilient the defense lineup is. They know the position very well. They're going for a position-based defense strategy. They're not allowing any players to come in from the flanks. Manik, who's been guarding the central defense and sometimes surging forward to the role of a central midfielder. Playing the role of a libero there. This time, it's yet again the DIT University. We'll have to give a lot to that one if we had to see that coming as a cross. He had to square it inside. Got in a header there yet again. Lacking the direction and also the connect to the ball flying in. You can see the left flank certainly very active as compared to the one on the other side. You can see the impressive runs being made there by Vaibhav. Also Mohit was being equally supportive of all the attacking moves. They've been attacking right from the word go. They've still not managed to get their first goal. Now, here's Manik again. Does very well this time, goes across two players. There's a man already waiting in the 18-yard box. Just had too much of time disposal. Had to do more about it. Surprising, a no play really was interested to gauge that one. Signaling away for cutting across the line. A throw in favor of the Graphicada University. Just an ambitious attempt. Approximately a 30-yard shot taken there. Pushes forward. Well, the fourth line defense for the DIT University have been so crucial to the robust defense which you're seeing coming from the DIT University side. They have not really left the positions. Helping them on a couple of occasions. This time a player from the other side has gone down. Seems to have hurt his knee in a clash of knees there. Well, so far, both sides have been vulnerable to attacks, but they're lacking the finish. You can see the supporters from the graphic at deemed university cheering on for the player. Tanmay Malik. Vedant Rao will be the man who takes responsibility for the set piece. It's interesting to see how many times he's taken those out curls with his left foot. This time Rawat yet again, single-handedly getting into. Won't really make much of a difference there. This time won back by the DIT University. Just a lack of conviction in the pass there. Couple of tackles, brilliant first touch. And the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. So far, the scoreline tells the story. Both teams are battling it hard. A couple of injuries to both sides. It'll be interesting to see how these teams re-strategize and come back into the second half. But at the stroke of half-time, it is the DIT University 0, Graphic at DIT University 0. We'll see you on the other side of the break. Don't go anywhere.
Hello. For more exciting action, we will catch you on the other side of the break.
मैच खत्म होने के बाद आप इधर भी नहीं, आप ऊपर ही मिल सकते हो। नहीं बेहतर नहीं होता है। आपका ऑफिशियल जो वहाँ पर लिस्ट जो बना था ना, क्लियर लिस्ट, उसमें अगर ऑफिशियल में नाम रहता तो अलाउ होता। वहाँ पर बैठ के देखो, वहाँ कोई इशू नहीं है। गुड गेम यार, इधर तो ये तुम्हारे प्लेयर की देखा है। देख सुन, आप डगआउट से बाहर नहीं निकल सकते। सुन स्वप्निल को बोल, स्वप्निल को बोल। सुन तनुज, ऑफ अपने हिसाब से मत बना, अपनी लाइन के हिसाब से बना। ऑफ तो अपने प्लेयर को देख के बना रहे हैं ना, अपने साइड में देख ये लोग कहाँ ये और मारे। और सुन दाई को बोल, अगर मारने के आगे जा रहे हैं तो वो पीछे फॉल करे। आप वही रहो, आप स्वप्निल को बुला के आप नीचे आप ऊपर ही रहो, उनको बोल रहा हूँ। आप यहाँ पर हो, आप ठीक है वही रहो, यहाँ पर आप इधर भी देखते रहो, यहाँ से लोग आ रहे हैं। हाँ हेलो भाई, बाहर से इसीलिए बनाया हुआ है, बाहर से आने के लिए। सर मेरे पास ISL का म्यूजिक है क्या? ISL का म्यूजिक है क्या? आप यहाँ देखते रहना इनको। वहाँ पर कोई नहीं है क्या? क्यों यहाँ पर कैसे सिस्टम कैसे बनाया आपका? मुझे तो ये तो कोई काम की नहीं है। ये क्या कर रही है यहाँ पर बैठी चुपचाप? हाँ उनको यहाँ बैठा दो, कुछ कर नहीं रही है, फालतू का वहाँ पर है। दो उनको लड़कियों को रोको वहाँ पर। देखो Rahul, Ravi, come in, Ravi. Ravi, your location? रवि थोड़ा यहाँ पर आओ बीसीआर रूम के पास.
अभी कहाँ जा रहे हैं? अंदर में जाके गेट के पास हल्ला नहीं कर रहे. हल्ला करो, हल्ला नहीं करे, तुम्हारी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. चिल्ला रहा, मैं नहीं चिल्ला रहा हूँ क्या? चलो जल्दी. वो लड़का कौन है? देखो. नहीं, वार्म अप उधर कर सकती है. इधर से किसी को आने मत देना, है ना?
ठीक है, यहाँ पे तो छाए हैं.
अजय अरे वो वॉकी में बोलता ही नहीं है कुछ इसको समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या अजय अरे अभिषेक के पास वॉकी नहीं है क्यों खत्म हो गए कैसे तो इतना सारा कहाँ बैठ गया जरूरत पड़ता है वो तो और नहीं है ठीक है थैंक यू सर मुझे सुपरवाइजर कल तुमको इसीलिए बुलाया गया था ओए उनको बिठाओ उनको उधर सब इधर गधे हैं नालायक कॉलेज के अंदर इधर एरिया में रहना होगा चुप तो बिठा कर सब भाग रहे इधर ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है बेटा ठीक है बांध दे मेरे को एक रस्सी से रस्सी से बांध दे मुझे
The team photos for the next two teams completed for match number 3. Photo for team B completed and team A is changing it. Get it done quickly. Next match we have to start exactly on time no matter what.
Copy that.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the city finals here at Dehradun. The DIT University taking on the Graphicana Deemed University. So far, it's been a stalemate. No goal score so far. As we are waiting to the kickoff for the second half. but I'm sure they'll be coming up revamped. For the viewers who might have just tuned in, the graphic at Deemed University are playing in the white beeps, scoring from left to right, and DIT in the orange on the other side. The DIT University have drawn flag for a couple of missed chances from the coaches. And I'm sure they're going to cover up them. Takes in a long ranger. Was in fact attempting to give it on to a player who was awaiting there from the edge of the box. A throw in 1 over. Beg your pardon, it was a corner which was there. Attempted this one. Well, it was too close to comfort for the goalkeeper this time. Well, a little quirky, but he did attempt on that one. Couldn't really find the touch which he wanted. You've seen Cristiano Ronaldo doing a couple of those goals. Earlier playing on for Real Madrid. All of them aspiring similarly this time. A throw in coming up for the graphical Deemed University. We're looking forward to stamp the authority here at the Oasis campus in the beautiful city of Dehradun. Chilly weather welcomed us earlier today morning. The DIT University now look forward to mark the attempt in the second half. It was yet again that man. Nathan Trawat now. Manik Garpial. Has been pretty instrumental in shaping the defense for the DIT University. Lofted it forward. Very challenging for the graphic era Deemed University to try to break through the line of the defense. There is Loviot. They also have a couple of substitutes on the other side. The DIT University, Hemant Wes and Karthikyan. I'm sure the coach would be ready to take them on. The DIT University is fumbling on a couple of occasions. Like I said earlier, the graphic at Deemed University looked to be a much more revamped side, much more confident than the earlier half. Now, a throw in for the graphic at Deemed University. A long one just connects to the header. Plenty of orange t-shirts there. Trying to collect up a rather uncanny collection here from the graphic at Deemed University midfielder, Shivang Trivedi. Now the DIT University looking for to up the ante. Well, the last line of defense. You can see a couple of skills being displayed here by both sides. They're using all their body parts to ensure that they get what they want. Just a green cover, if you could see probably on your screens, across everywhere, playing in between the mountains. The player was gone down there from the graphic at Deemed University. The medical assistance has been called up. They seem to be in good shape. Like I said earlier, they're having much more confidence, the graphic at Dream University. I'm sure the coach has had a pep talk in the halftime break. You'll have to give everything to grab your hand on the trophy, your body, mind. Well, certainly in the college boys category, you can get more physical than any other part. I've seen goal right in the city of Dehradun in the league fixtures and also across in the semi-finals. Finals is demonstrating how evenly battled this competition is turning out to be. Just 3 goals in the first game. The Himjyoti school winning by a margin of 2-1. Simultaneously, action going across in the city of Aizawl and other sides where my fellow commentator Suman Chakrabarti is bringing you all the live action. Here is a set piece yet again for the graphic at Deemed University. Attempted, just taking a thigh onto it before he could progress to grab the ball. Just connected to it very well, had taken no chance. Now, here is DIT University yet again. Pranesh Payat was on the run. Well, alarmingly raising his leg more than he should have. Arun Singh, the captain. Oh, well, there you can see a clash of bodies there. Well, that must have hurt, certainly. Both players are down on the field. What happened there exactly is one player was having his eye on the ball, and then the player from the graphic at Deemed University just clashing onto him. But I'm sure they'll be requiring the services. They can't afford to leave them out on the bench, but if it's too serious, it's better they have rest. The players are giving everything out here, both the sides. Though the graphic at Deemed University seem to be more proactive than the first half. Well, that's what is needed. If you have the potential, one must utilize. Because every new day, irrespective of what you might have won earlier on, is a new match. And we all must give 100% once on the field of football, and it's a yellow card there coming up. Bhavin Bisht will be the recipient of the yellow card. Another one, and he'll have the marching orders from the referee. A free kick now in favor of the DIT University. This could make things a little interesting. They've been garnering support from the friends and families around in the ground. An interesting free kick. Devang Joshi is lining up. A lot of talks before the free kick. They know the importance of this one. If they could convert it, possibly getting the edge. Wave of Chauhan as well this time. But what certainly feels like Devang Joshi attempts a free kick, this time directly into the hands of the goalkeeper. The plan was on floor, of course. They need to utilize this well. If they could see, and they have an eye to see the far corner, the goal is pretty wide. On the other side, a set piece now in favor of the Graphic Deemed University. The DIT University have won more free kicks and so far are having the edge in the game. They're going for man marking so far. Takes a low one forward, this time quickly surging ahead. Well, the players are rushing in to get the touch on that one. The goalkeeper is quick, and a quick presence of mind collects it swiftly. They're keeping the strikers at bay. DIT University now surging ahead, calling in for players, and they're lacking support, honestly. The goalkeeper this time giving all what he could for that possible attempt. There's a 50-50 ball. The keeper always having an advantage. And you could see him getting hurt on that occasion with a clash onto the incoming striker. Seemed to have hurt his nose and a little bit of his eye. It's just a clash of head as he went down rolling. But he seems to be back on his feet. Good signs here for the Graphic Deemed University. Slob yet again. Here's Pravnesh coming with a promising run this time. Took his left footer. Well, you can see the coach a little agitated there. There are a couple of players on the right which had to pass. Things getting a little heated up.
Hello.
Well, you've seen him doing those couple of turns. This comes up with a lot of practice. If you're playing a 3 versus 3 in a practice training session, 2 versus 2. The Graphic Deemed University. For all the viewers who might have just tuned in, to give you a reminder, the Graphic Deemed University from Dehradun are playing in the white, scoring from left to right. The DIT University just been quite in a little Does very well this time. Will ends up pulling his t-shirt. I'm sure he's taking the cognizance of the referee there, Tushar Karan. And the sturdy defender, Devang Joshi, now would line up. Rather, it's Arun Singh who comes up forward to attempt that one. It's a decent cross ahead, had to connect to that one. The goalkeeper yet again. Well, on both sides, the goalkeepers have been strong enough to come out collecting all those balls. Rising away from either a free kick or a shot taken from outside the box. Again allowing Pranesh Rawat to take the throw. He's been the man who's just been doing that since the start of the game. Just a couple of times you could see Arun Singh coming forward. Well, there's an infringement. But this could be a little serious. Seemed to have hurt his face. The medical team is on their way this time. Seen a couple of those clashes consistently in this game. Also crossed to his knees. An attempt to take the lead here. Absolutely square this time. Can see his players if they could connect to a header. It's been brought down this. A spot kick in favor of the Graphic Academy University. They lacked the connect. They were trying to win in the free header. In the end, they get nothing of the above concerned. Well, the Graphic Academy University, if they could pull this off to a tiebreaker, I'm sure it would boost the confidence getting into one. Because the DIT University, even though they have been pretty much clinical with the attempts, the goals are yet to come. Very Bell gets dispossessed and won over there by the DIT University. Oh, we could see him pulling the t-shirt. I'm sure the referee has his vigilance there, but nevertheless, says play on. You can see things are getting heated up here as in how time progresses. This time DIT University pacing things forward. The goalkeeper on the other side, after a long time, comes into the picture. Ashwin Pratap. Yet again, just trying to lower down the pace. Just been a little languid, but high on intensity certainly. You can see the crowds just turning on. We have the games in the senior boys and junior boys category coming up. Oh, he's got down there. You could see, well, a lock of ankles there this time. And you could see the other side. Things getting heated up here. Well, not good signs. Not good signs. The referee must intervene. He does so, and I'm sure there are plenty of cards coming up. Well. Not a good day for both these teams. Things have just got heated up here. Well, this all started with a clash of ankles there and then getting locked eventually. Both of them going down. It was an attempt to take the ball forward, steer it away. The focus more on the player who's injured rather than the argument there. Well, in such a neck-breaking competition, things will severely affect both these teams. The temperament is important, remember. It's good to see things back in place. It's a tough day there. It was Pravish Rawat who was taking the ball forward, and eventually in a clash, the players, and yes, it's a red card directly. No questions asked. He has been booked. Yes, the crowds are now getting into it, but in a fashion which you'd all love and want. The teams have to remain calm. It's the final, but a steady mind can win you games. And yes, it's a red card now for the skipper there from the DIT University. He'll have to go back. Arun Singh, not a good day for him. All of them have been a part of this gamble. He's been sent down. Well, now this would change a lot of things. The dynamics would change here for the DIT University. He has been a robust presence in the defense line for the DIT University. It's a red card being given there for Arun Singh, the skipper. We'll have to pass on the captain's armband. But still doesn't seem convinced about that one. You can see him there. There's a lot of conversations going across. And that's a red card even on the other side. Well, like I told you, there have to be a couple of yellow cards on both sides. This time it goes to Harshvardhan Negi. Will have to make his way back into the dugout. There's been a clarion call for the players. Well, they seem to be even now, with 10 men on field for both teams. Just makes things more interesting. If not, here's a shot. Yet again, clearly into the hands of the goalkeeper. Called in for an offside yet again. Beg your pardon. It was a spot kick which was given. Well, things have taken an ugly turn here in the match, but nevertheless, it does not define the spirit here of the players. Just a cheeky little ball put forward. It's more important to see how things get back on track for these teams. In the last couple of seasons, as things have gone by, the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports gets deeper and deeper into the city, and this is yet again another, well, a clumsy challenge, honestly. They know they've already got the yellow cards and the reds as well. They have to be careful about this one. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of extra time here in this game. It'll be a trailblazing effort here from the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports to bring in talent from across the corner from this country. But I'm pretty sure I can affirm it to you that the future of Indian football is absolutely bright when you see such talent coming forward in such a highly contested battle. They show the nerves of steel. This time it's the graphic at a team university clinging onto the ball as much as possible. Just two players getting tangled there. Seems to have gone down again. Shivam Pant, the skipper for the Graphic at Deemed University. Just crossed the hour mark here at the Oasis campus, Dehradun. Now here is the Graphic at Deemed University, where they failed to capitalize on the starts they've got from the mid-third. That's what has bothered them too much. He's attempting to take the shots from that angle and corner. And unfortunately, all the balls have just been handed over to the goalkeeper as a piece of gift. Just lacking their eye to see the corners of the goal or the top corners. Now here is the DIT University again, gaining momentum, piling on the attack in search of the first goal even of this game. Now this could be exciting. Takes in a shot yet again to the arms of the goalkeeper. Well, it'll be really frustrating for the teams who are trying their level best to find that only goal, but still around 30 minutes in the clock. And well, the ability of these players, while they try to attempt the goals, is certainly tested under all conditions. Well, I'm surprised why the referee has not given another attempt. He does now. To the other team, called in for a foul throw. Well, you can't have such gaps in a college boys category. A foul throw is certainly not expected. The Graphic at Deemed University quickly latching on to whichever the balls they're trying to get there. They need to see more of the passing, and the players who are free, you can see on the other side, having the likes of Shubham, also Jatin Kumar, who's been beat since a long time. Well, you can see the crowds getting into this as well now. They have been calm for a while. This will always happen in the college boys category. I'm sure most of you all might remember in your own days, but can't get bigger and better than this. Chauhan, yet again, saving the day for the DIT University. Does very well to get across a couple of players in white. He's been brought down now. This certainly would not mean anything. I'll have to see and watch as if it's a warning or the referee would actually take out his card. Well, he would go up with a warning. Lucky enough there. He did very well to just swiftly drift across a couple of players. Very adroit. Slithering away from the players quickly in between gaps. The transition of play for the DIT University has been impressive, even with college standards. Takes in a lofted shot. And the story remains the same. Into the goalkeeper's hand. And 0-0. Perhaps he could have done much more than what he did on that occasion. The striker from the graphically deemed university. Very well collected, gets dispossessed. One over there by the DIT University. Has 3 players lined up. Still shaky there on the attempt. Does very well this time. The DIT University are now looking forward to get the first goal. Crosses in. A poor cross this time could get in the first goal. Just a crucial touch was required. And he just could not give that one. You cannot miss such sitters. But this was possibly the closest the DIT University have got to getting the first goal. A decent cross coming in and just surpasses a couple of players before the final touch could have been done at the far post. You cannot afford to miss such chances, because in such an highly contested battle you hardly get any. Clear away, without a doubt. Well, they have been pretty blatant about the fact that they would not like to risk anything within the 18-yard box. On that occasion, it was Devang Joshi who cleared the ball away. A brilliant ball yet again. Could see the gap, but there are 2 defenders who he had to cross before he could pass it to his own player. It's been resilient. The DIT University. Now you can see a player coming from behind, charging. Now this could be an interesting one. Well, they're using each and everything. Well, this time just shouldering him away. We'll be having the other games coming up. 2 more games for the day. The next game in the junior boys category to be played between the St. Thomas College and the Maharana Pratap Sports College. Pretty popular here in the city of Dehradun. Well, the Rajiv Gandhi International Cricket Stadium is just a couple of minutes away from here. Just a very conducive and an apt atmosphere for any sports activity in and across this beautiful city. These teams have been playing extremely hard, working hard and diligently. It's a 90-minute game, remember. Oh well, he could have done much better there. Just a casual approach. Very well collected. Orani, an orthodox touch. Gives the ball forward. Has two players coming across him. Only if he could attempt to gauge the speed of the ball. And you can still use chance of DIT jeetega coming from the crowds. Well, they had strong support ever since the start of the game. They've had a couple of free kicks coming along them as well. The DIT University just could not have utilized it better. Plenty of shots taken across from within the box and even outside the box on a couple of occasions. Now the ball yet again puts in a good cross this time. Only if he could connect to a header. He does, but the goalkeeper yet again proves his mettle and shows why he is the boss of the 18-yard box. Stamping his authority. Clearly. It just had a little lapse while he's about to collect, but in the end, very well done there by the keeper. Just measuring the striker's brute force. But the crowds are getting absolutely animated there. They've gotten the game along as well. Feeling the punch and mode of the same. As and how the players are playing in the finals of this championship. Well, getting into the zones, fan, it'll be interesting to see how these teams from Dehradun take it forward. Lost away. Clearance first priority. The DIT University, for the viewers who might have just viewed in, are in the orange beeps, scoring in from right to left. It's been a stalemate so far. It's the closest attempt coming up by the DIT University a couple of minutes ago. But they have to keep control of the dangling hand and the swinging foot if they don't have to get more cards. The graphic at a deemed university. A corner in favor of the graphic at a deemed university. But they're unable to get the fields on goal. This could be something different. Yet again, the defender from the DIT University just rising high and clearing it away for yet another outside. Closing in yet again, DIT University. They could know it could be a little vulnerable, to say the least. They've played so far. And with what seems now this time, one over, DIT University can make it a goal. Getting very closer. Shoved away there by the incoming defender. When he knew what chances he had, the striker, he had to push himself further. Will be interesting to see how these teams will now take themselves forward. Takes the shot. It's already played orange, has gone down. Seem to have been troubled with the knee there. Well, the medical assistance team has been more busier than anyone else today. They're already down with a man. They can't afford to lose anyone else at this point in time of the game. Well, but this match has been full of drama. Yellow card, red cards, high-flying action. But what it has lacked is just the goals. And I'm sure if you could have one, it would just be an icing on the cake to the entertainment you've just witnessed in the college boys category. Fortunately, it seems that he'll have to be taken off a stretcher. It could be tough signs here for the DIT University. The DIT University have a couple of substitutes available. Karthik Rana, Vay Siddiqui, and also Hemant Singh, who could prove in handy just in case the player gone down is unable to get back on the field. Just embarked on the 80th-minute mark now. 10 minutes of stipulated play. I'm sure we're having a couple of extra minutes as well here, as this game has been marked by a couple of incidents. This cost us time, but what is more important is the goal coming by now. Just gets his muscles loosened up before he could start the game back again. Sure, he'd want to play the rest of the time. He's been taken off a stretcher this time. Seems to be under immense pain. There's also calling for a possible substitution. And well, pushing off things to the end, where Siddiqui who comes in. And well, it's called in, and the match would progress to a tiebreaker. The match progressing to a tiebreaker. And it'll be interesting to see now how things will pan out from here. Ladies and gentlemen, the finals in the college boys category. We now get underway with the tiebreaker. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. You can expect a lot of fireworks here. Just to remind you all, the DIT University and the Graphic at our deemed university have played out a goalless draw. And now we move on to the tiebreakers to find the champion of the Dehradun City in the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports 2018. You're witnessing a tiebreaker in the city championship for the first time. Well, this is what the graphic error team University might be happy about. They were a little reluctant when it came to field play. They somehow managed to just keep DIT strikers on bay. But here now, this will be an interesting battle as the graphic error team University line up forward to take the first penalty. The first penalty to come up from the graphic error team University. And that's the first goal, ladies and gentlemen. He silences everyone with their attempt. The first goal coming in. He knows how well he has been waiting for that one. Shubham Bagani, who gets the first goal there. The opponent was the skipper, Shivam Pant, who was leading the pack. Now, here is a chance for the DIT University to attain parity. And saved by the goalkeeper. Well, the first penalty is and should not be missed, but nevertheless, they still have time to get back. The DIT University, well, I'm sure they must not leave the guards down. Still fight it out. Well, but it is a penalty taken there by Mohit Pandari. Unfortunately, not getting a goal there for the DIT University. The graphic error team University attempting and clearly taking in the shot there. They go 2-0 into this competition in the finals. They fought really well. Pravin Bisht has been so instrumental. The smile will tell you his story. Two goal scorers sitting across with each other. It's 2-0 with the second attempt here for the DIT University. But I'm sure the best have been picked to take the penalties. They would need this desperately. The DIT University. Oh, well, wide of the mark. But I'm not sure what really exactly he was thinking about with the shot. They've missed the second one. Well, now if the graphic error team University convert this one, and after that, if the DIT University miss even one, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have the new champions, the graphic error team University. But we still have to wait for this one to be converted. The goalkeeper, a lot of pressure on them. He has to take his nerves and calm it down. Shot taken, and well, it's the third goal here, rather the fourth goal. Just confirmation from our officials. Third goal coming in for the graphic error team University. And takes the strike. Well, they get the first goal this time. The DIT University. Well. Things could still be interesting here. They have to score the other two remaining. And well, if the graphic error convert even one of them from now, they can go on to win and be crowned the champions. Because they need two more. The DIT University. This is an interesting story. This is an interesting story, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourselves. This could script victory and history. And he scores, ladies and gentlemen. Your new champions, the Graphic and Deemed University in the college boys category. They have made scripted history out here at the Oasis campus, converting all four. And well, it's been interesting to see how this team has come back from behind to stamp their authority. This is the game of football, the beauty of football. Well, they have been on the receiving end since the start. A couple of red cards, and all of them it's been great to see how these things have come up. The Graphic and Deemed University have emerged victorious in a rather stalemate on-field play, but they have shown what they exactly wanted and how badly they wanted. Ladies and gentlemen, the Graphic and Deemed University, your new champion of the city of Dehradun. It's been a fantastic outing here for this team and also for us to bring across to you the live coverage. We'll be moving across in the next game where the Maharana Pratap Sports College would be taking in on the St. Thomas College in the junior boys category. But for now, that's all that we have, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you back with the next game. Till then, enjoy the visuals right in front of your screens.
Welcome to the player of the match presentation of the college boys. Categories of the Dehradun Sunti finals of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports 2018 that have put rising football stars from Dehradun in the spotlight. That was a great game. Congratulations to both teams for entertaining us. May I now request for the player of the match presentation of dignitary, Mr. Sanjay Chandola, Organizing Secretary Dehradun District Football Association. RFYS would like to thank the All India Football Federation, Uttarakhand State Football Association, participating schools, parents and coaches of these students for encouraging them to come out and participate in this tournament. Thank you to our sponsors, Adidas, Bisleri and Geo. The player of the match for today's game is Shubham Pant. Please cheer for him. Thank you, Shubham, and well played today. We now move on the City Championship presentation ceremony for the college boys category. We will start by felicitating our match officials led by Match Commissioner Ravinder Singh Rotela. Now, calling upon the best goalkeeper of the tournament to receive the Golden Glove Award. The winner is Om Sharma of Graphic Era Deemed University. It was a close fight. Prestigious Golden Boot Award with a tally of 8 goals. Through the season, the winner is Amrit Gurung of Graphic Era Hills University. Moving on to the next award. For his consistent performance through the tournament, the Golden Ball winner is Amrit Gurung of Graphic Era Hill University. They might not be the winner. Best team in Dehradun, led by Captain Arun Singh. We would like to invite the runner-up team, DIT University, on stage to collect their medallions. Team coach will collect the prize money. They played well and they played in style. Let's celebrate the rising stars of Dehradun. I request the champions, Graphic Era Deemed to be University, to come forward to collect their winning medals. Now, Captain Shubham Pant will collect the coveted silverware as these boys from Dehradun will now compete at the national qualifier and stand a chance to be crowned as the region's best football players. Champions of Dehradun, big congratulations to team Graphic Era team. That brings us to the end of presentation ceremony. We return soon with live action in the juniors boy category.